Let's talk Survivor Series and welcome back to Haley Mania, where we talk all things WWE. So it was Survivor Series this weekend, and I just want to say that I did predict Liv Morgan to come back and help out Dirty Dominik Mysterio win back his IC title against John Cena. And what a pop. A lot of people complain that it didn't sound loud enough, but let me just tell you, because it was outside, sound isn't like condensed in. So it was loud. It was so loud. And Liv is so iconic. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. Did I think she turned on Dom Dom for a second? I did. And if you say no, then you are a liar. But that sold so well. And she gave Cena that hug and her eyes bulged open. And you knew what she was up to. And she, bam, whacked him in the John Wee Wee, the John Weena. Hit him, right? Kicked him, right? And she helped Dom Dom set up his 619, and then he won back his title. It was iconic. Their post show, iconic. And Monday Night Morgan is back, and Liv Dom is on top. If you were telling me that you're not a fan of Liv Dom, then you need to just reevaluate every single thing in life right now, because Dom and Rhea do not have the same chemistry that Liv and Dom have. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen with the Judgment Day. That's another one that I cannot wait to see break up, because the Judgment Day kind of sucks. Let's face it. I want to see Finn go on a solo run again. I do. I've been wanting that for a while now. So I need the Judgment Day just to break up for that. All right. We also need to talk about the women's WarGames, because I have to say, Io Sky, cinema. Her and that trash can, cinema. Io and Rio, cinema. And you know what? I have to give credit to Nia Jax, because she was so funny when she was doing Io's emote, when she was like, ah. Nia was good. I will give Nia that. Now, I think with Becky, and it's interesting because I noticed that Jessica Carr was the ref in that match. And you know that her and Becky have a little bit of beef right now. Well, I would say a lot of beef, one-sided beef, Becky Lynch beef, because Becky thinks that Jessica cheated and wasn't calling things fairly, and that's why Maxine Dupree has the IC title. Well, Becky claims that she didn't top out, as she would say in her accent. She was like, I didn't top out. She tapped out. Like, we all saw it, Becky. Becky was like, no, I was asking for help. No, Becky, you tapped out. So I believe it was the right call, but I think this is setting up a match right now for Becky and Jessica Carr. Because Jessica Carr, for those that don't know, she is wrestling, by the way. So I think that this is where it's going to kind of head. So I predict that. Listen, I was right about Liv. I'll be right about this. We also had Nikki Bella and Stephanie Vaquer. And yes, that devil's kiss on the table was insane. But what I did not understand about this match, and this is what confuses me, my friends, why didn't Nikki win? Because they've been having Nikki lose quite a bit and taking a lot of pins. I mean, we saw Nikki and Roxanne. I don't get why Nikki is losing. And I know that she's from San Diego, so they wanted to give her this match. But I don't get why Nikki lost. Maybe it's to put Stephanie over more, but it just feels like it was a wasted match for me. And there was a lot of speculation about Brie returning. She did not return, by the way. And it just kind of seemed a little bit disappointing. Both the women did great, but I was still a little bit disappointed. We go to the men's WarGames. I know I did it out of order. I had to talk about Liv and Dominik first. I'm sorry, I'm biased. The men's WarGames. Interesting. I hate to say this. I'm kind of over the yeeting. I like yeeting, right? When it's, it's fun. Yeet, but wasn't necessary to really run it back during the match. I don't know. Um, I thought the ending sucked. I'll say it. Now, I think it was Austin Theory. That's the guy in the hoodie, and I'm going to be a firm believer on that it was Theory. However, I felt like the end of the match, right? We didn't find out who that guy actually was. The heels won, the Vision won, but then we saw Cody, CM Punk, and Roman Reigns standing off, kind of looking at each other. And I was expecting a punch. I wanted Cody to turn heel. I'm not going to lie to you. We did not see any of that. And then the cameras cut, and that was it. I was disappointed in that for a PLE where fans are paying $30, mind you, with all those commercials. Yep, a lot of commercials to watch a premium event like that. You want to see something big. Liv coming back was big. The ending, though, not big. And you know what? I also have to say, and I'm going to go back to Dominik's match, when he sold his injury, right? It was like kind of the same way that Penta got hurt. I really thought he was injured. I didn't see the X, and I was looking for the X from the refs, but when medical kind of came over to him, I was like, wow, he might be injured. And he sold me on that. That was a really good match. I know it was like 1-on-6 and it wasn't really fair for Cena, and I get that. Again, I'm biased because I like Liv and Dominik, but that was a good match. And now Cena can go on to his final event, which is so sad. And there's not a belt on the line, and it's just for the pure love of wrestling, which I like. I know some people don't like that. I like that. But even not having the deadbeat Rey Mysterio in his hometown, and he just came back again. I didn't like that. I was hoping for another return. I expected a little bit too much from Survivor Series, and I didn't like that they didn't have the shark cages during WarGames. That was something that I always like to see, kind of like the reactions of those who are not in the ring. Like, I like that. We didn't see that. I thought Lash Legend coming out last was kind of an odd move. I would have put her more in the middle. I don't think she got the pop that she deserved. And I think that's because people don't really know Lash Legend if you're not watching NXT. I thought that we had a moment actually where we saw kind of heel Alexa Bliss. If you kind of look a little bit before Lash came out, when they were counting down, you kind of saw heel Bliss. I loved that Charlotte Flair's gear was inspired by the 7-year-old who is battling cancer, and I hope she beats that battle. And I thought that was a very classy move. Braun Breaker, he is so over. But overall, if I were to rate this War Games, I would give it like a 6 out of 10, and mostly and mainly because of Liv Morgan's return. Liv Morgan coming back is what made War Games War Games. I cannot wait for Monday Night Morgan and Monday Night Mysterio. And now Dominik is a two-time intercontinental champion and the triple A mega champion, the best luchador of all time, Dirty Dominik Mysterio. And Liv and Dom said that they're so back and they better stay together because of all that merch that came out. But let me know what you think of Survivor Series War Games. Did you like it? Did you not like it? And most importantly, what do you expect to see now on Monday Night Raw? Let me know down below. Again, this is Haley Mania coming at you with your weekly wrestling videos.